10 tips for Peace Lily to bloom all year round. Secrets for indoor plant lovers. Hello, dear friends and fellow plant lovers. Welcome back to Earthly Delights, the cozy corner where we dive deep into the wonders of growing lush indoor jungles and crafting charming little garden sanctuaries right at home. If you're here, chances are you're someone who dreams of waking up to vibrant leaves and delicate blooms. Maybe you love the calm of watering your plants after a long day, or the joy of seeing a tiny new bud appear like a secret gift. Perhaps you're hoping to create that magazine-worthy corner with your peace lily, shiny, dark green, and sprinkled with elegant white flowers. Well, today is for you, because in this video, I'll be sharing 10 powerful tips to keep your peace lily blooming almost all year round. We'll go beyond the basics, unravel myths, sprinkle in some clever design secrets, and even share a few heartwarming stories from plant enthusiasts just like you. So get comfy, maybe grab a cup of tea, and let's turn your living room into the tropical oasis you've always imagined. And hey, if you're passionate about houseplants, small gardens, or simply adding a touch of green magic to your life, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It means the world and helps grow our beautiful Earthly Delights family. 1. Know your lily. More than just a houseplant. You know, the peace lily is so much more than a trendy houseplant that people place in the corner for a splash of green. It's a living reminder of calm, resilience, and quiet beauty that unfolds right inside your home. I've seen it time and again. People bring home a peace lily simply because they've heard it's on NASA's famous list of air-purifying plants. And yes, that's true. It does an incredible job filtering out toxins and boosting humidity. But over the years, talking to fellow plant enthusiasts, people just like you who cherish every little new leaf, I've discovered the peace lily holds a special place in their hearts for deeper reasons. Some love its graceful, timeless look that fits effortlessly into any room style, from cozy cottage kitchens to sleek, modern apartments. Others feel it's like a living friend, quietly reminding them to slow down and care for something gentle. I recently heard from a subscriber who started with one tiny peace lily on her desk during a rough patch in life. Watering it each morning became a small ritual of hope. And before long, that little plant surprised her with a white bloom, almost as if it were saying, "You're doing better than you think." That's the kind of quiet encouragement only nature seems to know how to give. So in this journey together, I want you to see your peace lily not just as another pot to maintain, but as a graceful partner in your home, ready to grow, purify your air, soften your space, and even comfort your spirit. And up next, we'll explore exactly how to place your peace lily so it doesn't just survive but truly thrives, rewarding you with those iconic white blooms. Let's keep going. 2. Get the light right. But think like a designer. Light, it's the very first secret whisper your peace lily leans in to hear each day. Yet so many plant lovers, even the most devoted, underestimate just how much this gentle plant dances with light to decide when to gift you those stunning white blooms. See, while peace lilies are famous for tolerating low light, that doesn't mean they'll happily burst into flower in a dark hallway or shaded corner. In fact, too little light often leaves you with lush green leaves, but not a single white spathe in sight. On the other hand, too much direct sun can scorch their delicate foliage, leaving unsightly yellow patches that seem to cry out for help. I like to think of placing a peace lily as a little interior design project. Try setting yours where bright, indirect light fills the space, near a north or east-facing window, or behind a sheer curtain that diffuses the sun's rays. And here's a tip many overlook. Rotate your pot every 2 weeks. Plants naturally lean toward their favorite light source, and without that gentle turn, your lily may grow lopsided, robbing it of balanced strength to bloom. One clever trick I've shared with fellow plant lovers is to use mirrors or pale walls to reflect more ambient light back onto your peace lily. It's like giving it a soft embrace of sunshine from multiple sides without risking burns. So as you imagine your own living room or office, think of how light spills into different nooks at different times of day. By treating this not just as plant care, but as part of decorating your peaceful oasis, you're creating the perfect stage for your peace lily to shine. And next, we'll talk about temperature and clever seasonal tweaks that can coax your lily into even more frequent blooming. Stay with me. 3. Temperature and seasonal tricks. How to fool it into constant bloom. Now let's cozy up to something often overlooked. Temperature. Your peace lily may look calm and unbothered, but deep down, it remembers the warm, humid jungles it once called home. That means it thrives best in a gentle, stable warmth, ideally somewhere between 65 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Many of us, especially if we live in apartments or places with drafty windows, don't realize how chilly air or sudden blasts from an air conditioner can startle this tropical beauty. I've visited countless homes where a perfectly healthy peace lily sat unknowingly under a cold vent. The result? Slowed growth, droopy leaves, and blooms that refuse to come. Here's a seasonal little trick I love to share. In winter, move your peace lily to the warmest room that still has soft light. Often that's a cozy bathroom or a bedroom away from drafty doors. The extra warmth, combined with the humidity from showers or closed spaces, gives your lily a secret boost. And oddly enough, sometimes allowing your plant to experience just a mild temporary dip in temperature, nothing too drastic, can gently stress it in a way that triggers more blooms. It's as if the plant senses a need to reproduce, rewarding you with those elegant white flowers. So by paying attention to the microclimates in your home and treating each season as an opportunity to shift your peace lily to its happiest spot, you're not just keeping it alive, you're encouraging a show that might otherwise stay hidden. Up next, we'll talk about humidity, the magical ingredient that makes your peace lily feel like it's back under the jungle canopy. Let's keep this journey blooming together. 4. Humidity, tropical dreams at home. Let's drift for a moment into the heart of a rainforest. Imagine that heavy, warm air pressing gently against every leaf, tiny droplets of moisture clinging to delicate edges. That's exactly the world your peace lily still dreams of, even if it's now living on your coffee table. Humidity is like an invisible lifeline for tropical plants. When the air is too dry, as it often is in our modern homes with heaters, AC units, and tightly sealed windows, your peace lily starts to whisper its distress. You'll see it in crisp brown tips, tired droops, and fewer blooms. But here's the beautiful part. You can recreate a little jungle right in your living room. Try grouping your peace lily with other humidity-loving plants like ferns or calatheas. Together, they create a microclimate, a tiny patch of forest air where moisture stays trapped just a bit longer. Another simple secret is a pebble tray. Fill a shallow dish with small stones, pour in water until it's just below the top of the pebbles, and rest your pot above. As the water evaporates, it lifts humidity right around your plant, all without soaking the roots. And if you're someone who enjoys gentle morning rituals, keep a small spray bottle nearby. A light mist across the leaves feels almost like a soft rainforest shower. It's a moment of peace for both you and your lily. A chance to breathe deeply and watch droplets dance. Coming up, we'll dig into the art of watering, a tender balance that, when done right, can transform your peace lily from simply surviving to gloriously blooming. Let's explore that next. 5. Watering. Building a trusting relationship. Now we arrive at one of the most tender parts of caring for any plant, watering. It's here that so many well-meaning plant parents stumble, not because they don't care, but often because they care just a little too much. I've met countless wonderful people who confess they lost their peace lily by watering every single day, terrified it might dry out. They'd see a slight droop and rush to give more, not realizing the roots were already drowning. Watering isn't about routine, it's about relationship. Your peace lily will quietly tell you when it's thirsty. Watch for gentle cues, leaves that start to bow just slightly, soil that feels dry about an inch down when you press your finger in. That's your green friend whispering, "I could use a drink." When you do water, do it thoroughly. Pour slowly until water trickles out the bottom of the pot, flushing away any lingering salts or stale nutrients. Then let it be. Peace lilies adore deep drinks followed by periods to dry out a bit, much like the rainforest rains followed by warm breezes. And if you notice yellowing leaves with soggy stems, it's often a sign you've loved it a little too hard. Just ease back. Over time, you'll build a quiet trust with your plant, learning its unique rhythm. Up ahead, we'll explore how to feed your peace lily, giving it the gentle fuel it needs to keep those graceful blooms unfurling month after month. Let's continue nurturing this bond together. 6. Feed them a feast, but make it a gourmet menu. So now that your peace lily is basking in the perfect light, enjoying cozy warmth and sipping water just when it needs, let's talk about the next loving gesture. Feeding. Think of fertilizer as a gourmet menu for your plant. Sure, it can survive on plain water and light, but to truly thrive, to produce those elegant white blooms again and again, it craves a little more. I always tell fellow plant enthusiasts to feed their peace lily about once a month during spring and summer, when it's most actively growing. A balanced organic fertilizer works wonders, offering a rich banquet of nutrients that keeps leaves vibrant and roots strong. But here's a little trick I've picked up over the years. Occasionally switch in a bloom-boosting formula, one that's slightly higher in phosphorus, to gently nudge your lily toward flowering. And every few months, I like to sprinkle just a pinch of Epsom salt into the watering can. That tiny dose of magnesium can deepen the green of the leaves and support overall health. Just be careful. More isn't better. Overfeeding can burn delicate roots, leaving behind scars that take a long time to heal. If you've ever noticed your peace lily looking a bit lackluster, with faded leaves or reluctant flowers, it might simply be hungry. A thoughtful feeding routine, balanced and consistent, acts like quiet encouragement, a way of saying, grow, flourish, show me your beauty. Next, we'll dive into the often misunderstood world of repotting and why giving your peace lily a little extra space at just the right moment can unlock even more breathtaking blooms. Stay with me. 7. Repot with intention, not just when it's root-bound. Now let's wander into a topic that sometimes makes even seasoned plant lovers a bit nervous: repotting. Many people only think about moving their peace lily to a new pot when roots are circling the bottom or poking through the drainage holes like little white threads begging for freedom. And yes, that's an obvious sign. But there's more to it than just escaping a cramped pot. Your peace lily actually likes things slightly snug. A mildly tight root space can even encourage it to bloom more often, almost as if it feels the need to produce flowers when living close to its limits. But wait too long, and those roots start to choke each other, competing for every drop of water and crumb of nutrient, leaving your plant stressed and bloomless. That's why I always suggest repotting about every 2 to 3 years, even if you don't see a desperate tangle of roots. Think of it as giving your lily a fresh start, with new airy soil that breathes, drains well, and carries a buffet of fresh nutrients. When you slide your plant out and see a healthy network of roots, creamy white and firm, you'll know you're on the right track. And oh, that first watering after repotting, it's like a rejuvenating spa day for your plant. I've watched countless peace lilies respond within weeks, pushing out fresh leaves and sometimes even surprising their owners with unexpected blooms. Next, we'll explore a charming idea: how to let your peace lily live among leafy companions, building a tiny jungle family that makes everyone happier. Let's keep this gentle adventure going. 8. Companions make life sweeter. Tiny, green friends. If you've ever felt that your peace lily looks a little lonely on its own, you might be picking up on something real. Plants, just like people, thrive in community. And while your peace lily doesn't need neighbors to survive, it can absolutely benefit from having a few leafy companions nearby, especially those that love similar conditions. Picture this: a cozy nook in your home where your peace lily sits among a small family of green friends. Maybe a calathea with its painterly leaves, or a soft fern with feathery fronds. Not only does this arrangement look lush and beautiful, but it also helps to raise the humidity around your peace lily naturally. When grouped together, plants create a microclimate, a small bubble of moist air that mimics the tropical environment they remember. I once visited a friend's apartment where she'd transformed her windowsill into what she called a mini rainforest. Her peace lily hadn't bloomed in over a year, but within a month of moving it into her little cluster of plants, the first white bloom appeared, like a quiet thank you. This kind of setup also gives you the joy of diversity: textures, shades of green, and even patterns that add life to any space. And when one plant struggles, you're more likely to notice, care, and adjust because you're connected to a living, breathing corner of nature. Coming up, we'll turn our attention to something simple yet powerful: the art of keeping leaves clean and healthy. It's more important than most people think, and your peace lily will thank you for it in blooms. Let's take a closer look next. 9. Keep the leaves clean. It's like letting them breathe. Now here's a tender little practice that many overlook: cleaning your peace lily's leaves. It might seem purely cosmetic. After all, a bit of dust can't be that harmful, right? But think about it from your plant's perspective. Those broad, elegant leaves aren't just for show. They're busy gathering light, breathing in carbon dioxide, and releasing oxygen into your home. When a fine layer of dust builds up, it's like pulling a sheer curtain across every tiny pore, making it just a little harder for your peace lily to do its magical work. I love suggesting this as a gentle ritual. Take a soft, damp cloth or sponge and wipe each leaf with slow, thoughtful strokes. Not only does this remove dust, but it also gives you a moment to inspect for tiny pests or early signs of trouble. Some plant parents even involve their kids in this quiet leaf spa day, turning care into a sweet family moment. Over time, keeping leaves clean means your plant can absorb more light, leading to stronger growth and, yes, more blooms. Plus, there's something soothing about connecting with your peace lily this way, almost as if you're reassuring it, "I see you, and I'm here to help you shine." And speaking of tender care, in our final chapter we'll explore something deeper: the quiet, almost magical bond you can build with your peace lily, and how that loving energy can encourage it to reward you with flowers in ways that feel almost personal. Stay with me for this heartwarming close. 10. Emotional connection. Why your lily blooms more when you care. Now we've come to Pear's most beautiful secret of all: the quiet, living bond between you and your peace lily. Over my years of guiding plant lovers, I've witnessed countless moments where a little extra tenderness seemed to spark something extraordinary. I remember a story from a viewer of our Earthly Delights channel who was going through a tough season. Long work hours, personal losses, the kind of days that weigh heavy on your chest. She told me how, each evening, she'd pause by her peace lily and simply talk. Nothing dramatic, just gentle words about her day, her hopes, sometimes even her frustrations. It became a ritual of honesty and calm. A few months later, she woke up to find her lily had unfurled 3 pristine white blooms overnight, as if offering silent encouragement. Now, of course, science tells us plants don't hear like we do. But they do respond to vibrations, to the soft puff of your breath, to the carbon dioxide you give off when speaking close. More than that, tending to a plant with patient, loving attention changes how you observe and respond, creating a circle of care that nurtures you both. So don't be afraid to stroke a leaf lightly as you walk past, to whisper a little hello, or to smile each time you catch your peace lily's graceful silhouette across the room. In this simple, heartfelt exchange, your plant finds the steady reassurance it needs to keep growing and gifting you with blooms. A gentle reminder that life, even in its quietest corners, always reaches for connection. And with that, let's wrap everything together in a final flourish that will keep your indoor paradise thriving. Stay with me just a bit longer. So there you have it, my dear friends. A complete journey through the art of helping your peace lily bloom, not just once in a blue moon, but almost all year round. From finding the perfect light, nurturing warmth and humidity, striking that delicate watering balance, feeding it with thoughtful care, to offering gentle touches and heartfelt words, it all weaves together into a kind of living poetry right inside your home. I truly hope these insights inspire you to see your peace lily not just as another houseplant, but as a graceful companion, sharing your daily space, quietly purifying your air, and even soothing your spirit in ways that sometimes words can't capture. If you found this guide helpful or simply enjoyed wandering through these green thoughts with me today, please consider subscribing to Earthly Delights. It's the easiest way to keep this circle of plant lovers growing strong. And I'd love to hear your own stories in the comments, how your peace lily is doing, or any little victories you've had along the way. Until next time, keep nurturing your tiny corner of paradise. I'll see you in our next green adventure.